It's a new dawn, it's a new day, and I'm feeling good. Hello, everybody. It's Will. Today I'm going to be making a lemon curd. Now, what I have found the difference between a curd and a custard is the application of heat. So what I found was a curd is put over a double boiler, and a custard is put directly onto heat. But it's pretty much the same thing as far as the ingredients. You have sugar, eggs, some sort of additive or agent that dissolves into the eggs. In this case, it's going to be lemon juice and lemon zest. And then you bring it to a good boil, stirring all the while so that the eggs don't cook. And then you put some butter in it. How bad can it be? So, I'll show you how to do it now. So, stainless steel bowl, 5 egg yolks. I'll talk about what you do with the whites in just a moment. But 5 egg yolks, so you've separated the eggs. Put these in there. This is Alton Brown's recipe. Thank you, Alton. So, you put your egg yolks in, right? Then, dispose of your bowl. The sink happens to be right there in our triangle of the kitchen, right? Then, put in a cup of sugar. It seems like a lot of sugar. And it is, but a cup, and this is very, very, very important. Whisk together all of this until the sugar is pretty dissolved in the egg yolks. If you don't, what will happen is the sugar will pretty much just caramelize and then cook your eggs, okay? So we're whisking this in. Pretty good. I'm using a silicone spatula so it actually scrapes the side until your egg yolks start to get liquidy again. There we go. Now, if you wanted to pre-beat, you could probably pre-beat the eggs, but you still get the same sort of consistency once you do this. Okay? Now, there we go. See, it starts to get smooth again instead of grainy. All right. It says the juice and zest of 4 lemons. Well, unfortunately, the lemons that Alton Brown must be using don't have a lot of juice in them. So, the ones that I've used have a lot of juice. So, I only get to juice about 2.5. However, I'm using the zest of all of them. Then I've put the zest into the lemon juice, and then I'm just gonna stir that a little bit. After you get this creamed, then incorporate your lemon juice down in here, and the process needs to happen again so that the zest has a little bit of opportunity to dissolve some, and it will be pretty liquidy. Okay. I've whisked it all together. Notice it's not really sticking to the whisk anymore, so I think we're ready to put it over the heat. I should mention before I start, the double boiler, if you don't know what that is about 1 inch of water, 1.5 inches of water in the bottom of a pan that's been brought to a simmer so that there's steam coming up. And what that does is heats the bowl. Okay, and once it heats the bowl, then it starts to cook the eggs. You're just like, well, how are you going to make this lemon curd? The eggs are actually cooking. They're just cooking at a slower rate so that they don't scramble, and then it gets incorporated and condenses the lemon flavor, and it's just amazing. So, anyway, this is the double boiler. Turn around, every now and then I get a little bit. Okay, so anyway, I'm a little crazy. Sorry about that. I don't know where to look. Yeah, that's right there, I guess. Okay, so We've got our mixture here. It's still sticking to the back of the spoon. Make sure you keep stirring it because you don't want any of the eggs to cook. The bowl's still hot. Now, what I've done is I've prepped my butter in little pats. I cut my butter down the middle, like I have been doing. Cut the butter down the middle, flipped it over, cut it down the middle again, and then cut it in about 1-inch pieces. So I have little pieces here that have been chilling in the refrigerator while I've been cooking over the double boiler. And what this does is lets the curd gradually cool down, but at the same time doesn't melt the butter right off the bat. Okay, and notice I haven't used any sort of flavoring agent except for the lemon juice and the zest. Okay, so I've got all the butter incorporated, and if you need to melt some more of the butter, just to make it smaller particles or whatever, I like beat on the bottom of the bowl like this into the butter, the little pieces of butter if they're still there, because the more this cools, the harder it will be to actually melt the butter. And it's okay. I mean, it's taken me 20 minutes to make this delicious curd, and it's about ready here. So I've gotten all the butter incorporated. Now, maintenance. It'll last, it doesn't last in our house very long because we eat it. But if you need it to, it'll last about a week in the refrigerator. But what I do is put it in a big bowl here, like this. I'll turn it so I don't get that on the handle. Put it in a big bowl, like this. And the reason why you leave it in your stainless steel bowl until you get your butter incorporated instead of just turning it out is because you still need the heat from the stainless steel bowl to melt the butter in to the mixture. Okay, so put it all in another bowl. Some sort. It doesn't have to be this big. It can be whatever, right? Then here is the trick. See that? Looks great. Here's the trick. Put saran wrap over top of it, but not like you would traditionally put saran wrap over top of it. A lot of times when we think saran wrap, we don't want it touching or messing anything up. But for this in particular, what you want to happen is for the saran wrap to act as a guard from air getting directly onto the mixture and creating a gel on it. Okay, so what I've done is I'm actually putting the saran wrap down and touching the top so that it protects it and keeps that air from getting right onto it. Now it's stuck to the saran wrap, so when you pull it back, it'll look a little bubbly. You just have to mix it up, and then you're ready for whatever application you want to put it in. Okay, so this is in a nutshell how to make a lemon curd. I don't know why. I need to look there, right? All right. Tell me what you think. This is Will. Will. Hashtag baking actor as well. Like my page, subscribe. I'll put all those links below. Follow me on Twitter. You can see all the confections that I've been making. And this is your lemon curd. Yay!